Surprise. Good shot, man.
Nice.
Jesus.
Cool. Ooh, Jesus Christ.
Hurry up!
Run, man, run!
Hurry!
You know, I've had instances in my life where it's just been like this. It's just been...
Hell yeah.
I've encountered also moments where it literally makes me go... And on the rarest of some occasions... I need your assistance on this one. Yeah, hold on. Wait for it. I've encountered moments where this is the only necessary reaction. Yeah. So, facepalm is something that has been a meme on the internet for quite some time.
For good reason.
Yes. And it's only later in life when you realize that there's so many things you've witnessed that deserve a facepalm. And then thinking back on it, it literally... you're thinking about a moment in the past, and in the present, it makes you...
Yeah, the Captain Picard meme was so appropriate.
Yes. And ahead of its time.
Mm-hmm.
Just, oh. And I love that. I love the fact that a show from from when I was growing up.
Mid-90s, yeah.
Yeah. It literally has one of the most prevailing memes. The facepalm. I know there's other versions of the facepalm meme out there.
That's the one, though.
That's the one that stands the test of time.
Yeah.
Much like how, it's weird how some memes just last forever. For instance, cool. The term cool has been around since, what, the 40s and 50s? And look at it now. It's still going strong. We're cool.
Yeah.
And of course, there's other prevailing memes. I know that the one that a certain corner of the internet has grabbed hold of, the Pepe meme.
Ah.
Yes.
The meme that actually strikes fear in the news outlets.
Yes. And then, of course, Keck W is also one. Have you seen that one? Esto. Yeah, it's a pretty good impression. But then, of course, the facepalm meme, Jean-Luc Picard.
We all know, everybody gets it.
Yeah. I would say the biggest thing with that is it'll always stand up to the test of time. Because there's always going to be shit that is facepalm worthy.
Yes.
Every time. It doesn't matter.
Oh yeah.
So we have a couple here. These are some pretty savage facepalms.
Yeah.
So let's have a look and see.
If you're having a bad day, remember that we unloaded 6,000 bricks in the wrong address. No, you're right. This is the one time I'll let someone do that. Your day has been worse. Oh, man. Yeah, I don't think we have much time left on this planet.
Load them back up and
Contains
take them
back
somewhere
legs
else.
only. Wait. Hold on. I don't know why that threw my brain for a loop. Apparently, it took 3 of my aunts way too long to figure out why the candle wouldn't light. This resonates with me on a very deep level. Does this look like an appropriate father-son interaction to you?
Yes.
Yeah,
I
who
mean...
does Joe Biden think he is, loving his only living son? Not the other guy was trying to say that it's gay and fathers shouldn't, love their sons in any way, shape, or form. That's what he was really trying to say? Why is no one on his staff telling him there are other options instead of a bandana? For what? Why is prison makeup there? What's going on? The satanic panic is back in full swing, everyone.
It never left.
Masses know we're worshiping Satan. Easy. We're going to put a pentagram on your devil suit.
That's the Star of David. That's literally the Star of David.
No, it's not even. It's actually just a buckle, and it's blurry.
But even here, that you can't, you can tell that there's, even if you wanted to say that that's a pentagram, do you not know how to count? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. That's a hexagon. Or it's a hexagon. Boo. That's a hexagram, a.k.a. aka Star of David.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm sorry, but if I'm exposed to too much stupidity on Twitter, my IQ just takes a nosedive.
I've seen the full image. That is not even remotely a pentagram, but okay, sweetie pie. Guy messages me because I commented something he disagreed with. Oh boy. Can you please delete your comment? Why? Because I don't like it. I could report you for harassment. Delete it. It's still here. Last warning, I'm gonna report you. Go for it. Emma Watson. Zelda. I know
Oh
she's from
my
a game.
God.
I don't play video games, and I have no issues about representation, but making Zelda a girl is a bit too much. They're overreaching.
It made me do it.
I
My
saw
natural
that.
reaction.
I saw that. Just
My natural reaction. Because
Ladies and gentlemen-
look, I am also on the side of like, I don't make characters blackface. It's disrespectful to the culture
Well, no.
of the people that you're trying to portray a white character.
you don't tokenize them.
Exactly. You're tokenizing these people, and you're doing the same thing to women when you make characters that are male, female, and stuff just because you wanted representation. There are so many badass female characters out there. Same can be said for every pretty much race in representation that
Yeah.
I've ever heard of. There's badass characters for
Yeah.
them. They just never get a chance.
Never.
They never get a
Unfortunately.
chance.
Unfortunately, they don't. But yet, you can't tell that to these companies because that's all these companies say. You like people who just don't get it. It's like, oh, it's like this is representation. It's like this and that. It's like no, it's literally these companies are wanting to paint with as broad of a paintbrush as they can to make everyone think that they give a shit.
Yeah, they
But
want
they don't.
money.
Exactly.
Their companies
They want your
in
dollars.
business. Yeah, they
They
want
don't
money.
care. Like people are just so.
They have
quick
no
on that
morality.
shit.
They don't. It's a facade. But this guy is totally inept. He has no clue what he's talking about.
My guess is he's never played a Zelda game.
Yeah, so shut the fuck up.
Yeah, if he played
be
a Zelda
my-
game, he'd know why his statement is absolutely idiotic.
I know, right? Girl Zelda? It's so stupid. Japanese knives matter. Japanese Knife Company. Apologies from Japanese Knife Company. Japanese Knife Company. Black Knives Matter. Beautiful range of, oh my god. Kendall Jenner ate grilled cheese, fries, crepes, and more before hitting the Met Gala red carpet. Now that is bravery. I live in Syria, and this story gave me strength to carry on. Thank you for sharing her story. Holy
Damn. Bill Burr had one of my favorite bits about bravery. Talking about it's just like bravery. Let's talk about like all these like people who like are fat and they're just like talking about how they're empowering everything and them actually going out there in dressed how they want to be is brave. It's just like okay. Tell you what, next time I see a burning building and I see a fireman running out carrying 3 people at the same time and laying them down, I'm going to run up to him and be like, dude, you're totally like a fat chick on the side, like in a bikini on the side of an advert on the side of a bus. You're so brave. Oh my god.
Holy crap. Did these people learn nothing from the Pepsi commercial? This dude, if women weren't sexually attractive, men wouldn't bother talking to them.
Oh,
women are boring.
my
Men are more
God.
interesting, funnier, and overall a better source of conversation than women.
Sounds like you're gay, dude.
Yeah.
You wouldn't waste time talking to a woman unless you wanted to have sex with her. Bro, just say you're gay.
Exactly.
It's not hard. You are gay. It's okay.
You are gay.
Why are you gay?
Oh, it's a reminder that we're recording with you today.
Yeah.
Come again another day. Just been down to Tesco getting a sandwich and some crisps, and the lad at the checkout asked if I wanted to go for a drink. I told him I had a boyfriend, but I was flattered, but I couldn't. He said, no, it's part of the meal deal. You'll never catch me in Tesco ever again.
Oh.
Oh, I bet he thought it was plenty funny.
Yeah, I've seen one. It was this dude was just like looking around, confused, just like where, like at trying to figure out where to go. Walks up to a woman that was the only other person on the street. He's like, "Excuse me, ma'am, do you know?" And she's like, "I have a boyfriend." And he's like, and he literally is just staying there, and he's like, good for you. Do you know how to get to this here on?" And then she's like, and then she just turned around and walked away. I'm like,
I mean, that chick evidently adopted the persona that is her only purpose. So,
hey,
yeah.
that's all her fault.
I had a guy friend with a PhD in engineering ask me last week how women pee with a tampon in. And this is why men shouldn't be passing laws about women's bodies. What the hell is his PhD? Yeah, you said engineering, right? Engineering. I guess there are certain prerequisites you don't have to get that PhD, which...
Anatomy and physiology, obviously, you don't need.
Yeah, that's...
Most people do not need that.
No.
Most people in the medical field do not need an anatomy and physiology course that covers the full spectrum of everything that happens in the human body, because their jobs do not require that. There goes my stomach again.
I heard it.
But there's academic hazing.
There is.
Wrong.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Wrong. Vicky just ordered some spike strips so people will stop using her circular driveway to turn around. I hate to be this person, but I'm pretty tired of people using my circular drive as a pull-through turnaround. So much that I posted a sign at the end of my driveway. Apparently that isn't enough. That said, I just put 2 of these in my Amazon cart. They'll be here Monday. Things will work out the way they work out.
I can't wait to see her post next time. Be like, can someone help me take up these spike strips?
I just ran them over.
I blew out the front 2 tires on my car.
May the odds forever be in your favor. I don't think that's going to work out for you very well. This massive piece of junk mail. Oh my god. That's like...
Jesus Christ.
Dude, you don't need me to come buy a car from you. You've clearly
Also, homie rocking a Steam Deck.
Yep.
got enough money. The FAA doesn't need a woke administrator. It gives no comfort to the flying public that their pilot might be a transgender witch who doesn't actually know how to prevent a plane from crashing.
What the fuck is he talking about?
Ted.
Look, if
just
somebody
sit down.
somebody is able to get me from point A to point B,
I don't
give a shit. They can be a transgendered witch from wherever doing whatever. I don't give a shit.
They can identify as a genderqueer bull moose. I don't give a damn.
I don't care. Who cares?
I don't care. Let them live their lives however they want. If they're qualified for their job, they're qualified for their job. Jesus.
Ted Cruz is
Let it
such
go,
a
Ted.
anal wart.
Let it go. Go back to running Texas.
On your next escape to Cancun, you might get a transgender witch fly in your plane. What does that even mean, though?
Wait, hold on. I'll say this, though. Actually, nah, never mind. I'm sick of looking at Ted Cruz.
Would you not be stoked as hell to have a transgender witch fly in your plane? Because you know they're going to be doing it with magic. You f***ing troll. Kids could end up in foster care over lunch debt, Pennsylvania School District warns parents. They are threatening to take children from their families because their parents can't afford to pay off a school lunch debt. This country really, really hates poor people. They don't see poor people as people. I say it pretty constantly, and I know I do. I don't care if it gets old, but the people at the top do not see us as humans.
I'll agree with that.
That's how it's been throughout history. I hate to say it, but those who have always been at the top, the upper crust, they see anyone below a certain wage earning, and they're just like, oh, it's one of those people.
Yeah.
It's one of those things.
There are very few people from either side that you see actually in the American, Congress that care. Even like one of the most extreme examples that I can think of as a right winger, pretty much a conservative dude, was Ross Perot. He cared about people. Obviously, he went out of his way to hire like retired military units to go save people who were held captive in, like, what was it, Iran or something like that?
Yeah.
Nobody's going to do that unless they give a shit. And then you've got Bernie Sanders on the other side, who obviously gives a shit about people, or else he wouldn't be running around like a lunatic the way he has forever.
Yeah, and I'll say this.
But they're always on the fringes. Like, they're not considered like the core members of their parties.
And the fact that the basic thing, you know, basic human care and all that is not a standard amongst each party is ridiculous.
Yeah. They would rather be on witch hunts about people trying to find people that are gay, or, like, you know, only concerned about people who are gay.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, dude, we're all in this shit together, and if we're not, we're fucked.
Yeah, we're all part of this grand experiment of humanity in you know, a place called the United States that just so happens to be ran by a bunch of, like, ass backwards idiots.
Those people don't count. No, these are the only people that count. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's basically what we get. It's basically a giant horse and pony show, like, of just like, it's like, oh, you know, we're only focusing on this fringe group today. Oh, this fringe group's more popular now. We need to focus on it. Oh, this fringe group's more popular. Fucking hell.
Please stop.
We're tools. And when the tool ain't sharp anymore, well, look at what happens. For real, though, they don't see us properly at all. And the fact that school lunch debt can be a thing, that's one of the most pathetic things.
It's pretty
I've ever
pathetic.
heard, especially considering they will not allow anybody else to pay it off. In case anyone was wondering just how insane Republicans are, in the state of Tennessee, they're trying to ban a book about seahorses, claiming it normalizes gender fluidity and the idea that males can get pregnant. This is where we are, folks.
Well, I mean, here's what I'll say. I mean, I'd love to see the source on that. If that's the case, damn, that's stupid.
Tennessee's wrecked when it comes to their social issues.
Yes.
As far as, like,
that.
businesses and things are concerned, and how they kind of... It's just so... It's such a weird thing for me. The same people that are like, you should be able to carry whatever gun you want, anywhere you want, concealed or not concealed, are also like, it was a transgendered person that did that, so that's the problem. It's like, oh, God.
Well, now, and since what happened in Nashville, that's
Their
become the
scapegoat.
whole thing. That's a scapegoat.
Yeah.
Instead of, you know,
Maybe it's not that easy. Maybe it's just... It's a really complicated problem.
It is. It is. It's almost like every human being below the surface level is actually a complex thing that has multiple, that has a countless amount of, you know, ideas, aspirations, thoughts, and everything.
Everybody is so different, but you just cast these umbrella terms on groups of people, and it's ridiculous.
Exactly.
If you look at it, dude, there have been horrific things done by every walk of life. Always.
No, yeah.
You know?
And and there is no real way of being like, oh, this is who we need to look out for. Oh, that's who we need to look out for. It's like, dude.
Yeah. They
all
are
of
definitely
them have done terrible, terrible things to a certain degree. And there's no getting around it. But pretending that's all of them?
Yeah.
is-
Tennessee's chasing a big boogeyman right now for some
It is.
reason.
It is. And it makes no sense to me.
Wow, that is okay. My daughter was just offered a teaching position at $16.25 an hour. She has 2 masters in education. That's $32,000 a year. No wonder they can't find good teachers. She was making $55K as a bartender.
Bartenders make a shit ton of money, dude. I know.
No shitting on the service industry. They make good money,
Dude.
especially with the tips.
I've known bartenders that have made over $100,000 a year.
Yes.
Like,
no
well
shit.
over.
Yeah. They're
Yeah.
good at their job.
I knew one dude when I worked down in Charleston. He only worked in Charleston as a bartender during the summertime. No family, orphaned, and just traveled the world the rest of the year.
That's it. That's all you need. If you have a stable thing that you have that you can go back to like that,
Dude,
and
he
it
was
guarantees you X amount of money every year.
the money he made in 5 months would make you sick.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Technique. I am in a cell. I have extremely
Oh
limited
my
freedom
God.
of action. Every
Why?
single day,
Oh, hey, look. Andrew Tate retweeted Andrew Tate. Wow. Wow.
Dude, he said I do 500 squats a day.
500 squats, 500 push-ups. Practice my tiger paw technique. Walk 10 kilometers. How do you know?
How the fuck are you you're in a cell. Okay, how are you walking 10 kilometers? Let me guess. They put a treadmill in your cell.
How do you know you're walking 10 kilometers back and forth in your limited size cell? Write and complete lessons for the students inside the real world. Read and respond to hundreds of letters. Don't you think you can fly? You have to remove the protective coating. Ah, I see. Disappointed with the misrepresentation. Don't buy, you can't even see out
Oh
of the
my
shield.
God.
Unless some people, unless you literally like slap them on the back of the head, just don't get it.
I love that. They don't realize that that plastic is on there to keep it from getting scuffed up before it gets to you. Holy crap, are you serious? A company worth $55 quintillion dollars offered $5
$55
for each
billion.
resident who had to flee their home due to the disaster it caused? Norfolk Southern, the railway company responsible for an apocalyptic plume of gas rising over East Palestine, or Palestine, I still don't know, Ohio, has offered a $25,000 donation to assist the area's nearly 5,000. 25.
Look, I'm all for companies making all this money and doing their thing, as
But
long as they're not fucking with everybody else.
If you fuck up,
then you
you
gotta
pay for it. Isn't that how it's supposed to be? You know, all these.
It is for us.
Oh yeah, you're supposed to. Oh, we're supposed to take responsibility whenever we fuck
Yeah.
up. You know. Oh gosh, I rear-ended somebody. Oh yeah, what am I gonna do? Run away? No, you have to take responsibility if you want to be
Hey.
like a legitimate human being.
You better recycle, Nate, because your imprint makes a difference. No, fucking, it's these guys.
yeah.
If these gigantic companies were to wipe their own asses, you would never see anybody talk about
and
your
here's-
pollution.
And here's
ever.
the thing. Here's the thing. Norfolk Southern, I guarantee you, here's what would happen. These environmental groups, these people would get up in arms and just be like, how could you only give them $25,000? Guess what? Norfolk Southern writes them a check for X amount of money for them to shut the fuck up.
And they
most
do.
of them shut the fuck up
Yeah.
because money talks. Hate saying it, but that's just the way
Yeah,
it is.
it's all bullshit. And
It is.
The game's over on saving the environment. Don't let them lie to you. It's over.
$5,000. Wow, that is so pathetic. Ugh. I was leaving Kroger, and this woman outside with her baby in a stroller was asking for money. I was about to give her some money. This man yells out, "Don't give her ass no money, that baby ain't real." Then he runs over and kicks the stroller. I'll be damned, baby wasn't real. She yelled, "Damn you, Gary."
Damn you, Gary!
Gary out here being a real one, dude.
Shout out to Gary. He the scam police. There are two types of people in this
Damn you,
world.
Gary.
One, those who can extrapolate from incomplete data. All right. So two of my classmates just asked our professor if his shirt is missing a second part. No, his shirt's not what's missing.
No.
A part. There's something so demonic about this, and I can't
we've
even
seen
articulate
this.
what it is. It's the idea that someone with a disability needs to be cured. Holy God, shut the hell your mouth. Just shut the hell your mouth. Man suffers heart attack, dies at work. Co-workers gather for group selfie thinking he'd fallen asleep.
Oh my God! Oh no! Is this real? Is this real?
Oh my god, if it is, that's one of the worst things ever. They're censoring his face, so I would say yes.
Oh, dude, why am I laughing though? Why am I laughing?
It's
at this?
because of the discomfort, dude. The discomfort and the awkwardness that all
You
of
know
these
what's
people
even
must
worse?
felt.
It's not even the people real close up to him that are just like, oh, It's the dude way over in the corner that's like,
Yeah, like right there.
I want to be part of this. It's like, no, you
No,
don't.
you don't. No, you don't.
You really don't.
I guarantee you, in hindsight, this dude's just like, I should have just walked the fuck to the
Oh
bathroom.
my god.
I should have just went to the bathroom.
Oh my god.
Oh, awesome. Free shipping. Bottled. Oh my god. How many people bought this? It says 5 available.
Tons.
It hasn't said what.
Depends
Tons
on who
of
it's
people.
from. Depends on who it is from. I know there was that one woman that almost died.
On 90 Day Fiance, yeah, she was she was like upping her protein and like doing all this shit to like make her yield more farts to sell.
Yeah.
And it sent her to the hospital because of her cramps being so severe.
Yeah.
And it's just like, dude, this bitch is so full of shit.
I was gonna say, if you're gonna float an air biscuit in a jar and just let it go for $1,000, no, that's not.
Whether or not any of them are sold.
It's like the
you know,
Gamer Girl
I've got a
bathwater.
sneaky
What the
suspicion
fuck is
that
wrong with people?
This gambit works. But hey, though, yeah, they're right. Free shipping. Oh my god, look at what socialism's done to my beautiful country. It's preserved our ancient history, given us healthcare, and our money's worth more than the US dollar. It's so horrible. Really? Why are there thousands of people from your country hopping the border to come into the US?
It's Italy. It's Italy, dumb shit. I mean, look, the thing is, the social programs and the social welfare programs that exist in the EU have done pretty good. But it doesn't escape the fact that they're still in debt to the tune of, like, trillions and trillions of dollars trying this experiment, and it's actually gotten so bad. That's like, you want to know why, you know, the UK left the EU? That's why. I mean, I hate to say it, but don't get me wrong. I'm not. I'm just looking at history, and I'm a student of history. If there is an example of where socialism does 100% work without, you know, an apparatus that is in place that basically guarantees, you know, social welfare for everybody without putting the structure that it is in crushing debt, then I will say that it works.
What's the issue that people have with using all of the tools that mankind has invented over time together in unison?
Oh, it's,
Some socialism, some capitalism, you know, just like
well,
use
it's
all these
because-
different...
It's because we live in the generation where it's it's not really a generational thing. It's been a thing throughout history. It's either everything or nothing, yes or no. And that's it. That's,
But we do use both a lot.
we do, but you can't convince anybody of that because there are a lot of people in this country who think that we have full, unbridled, unrestricted capitalism. And
It's like, oh, socialism. It's like, do you like to be able to drive on the road?
well, we sort of have corporatism. That's another thing. What we have right now is corporatism. And it's basically turned the U.S. into a members-only club that you have to pay a premium to be, like, above a certain level.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's all it's become. We are a subscription service.
Subscribe to democracy today.
Exactly. Yeah, Democracy Plus. And then, of course, Democracy Gold and Democracy Platinum. Oh, and let's not forget...
God,
if you're a Halo player, Democracy Onyx.
Dude, that's going to be a punk song. Democracy Plus.
Yeah, do it.
It's happening.
You got
I
my
promise.
permission. Do it.
Oh my God.
Do
That's
it.
brilliant.
Italy? Are you okay? No, they're not. Literally every regular person I know is talking about how to shoot down the Chinese spy balloon. It would be great if an average Joe shot it down because China Joe won't. Regular Americans can do everything better than the government and actually care about our country. You know, it's funny that you work in the government. Huh. Very funny. Yeah. Still
Self-burn.
don't know how the got there. Don't eat or drink anything after midnight before his 3-year-old daughter's surgery the next morning. Tonsils and adenoids? While intubating his daughter the next morning, she vomited scrambled eggs, causing her to aspirate them into her lungs. Her heart stopped, and I did chest compressions on her for 25 minutes. We got her back, aborted the surgery, and transferred her to pediatric ICU on a ventilator. Her father's response? She said she was hungry. I thought you were being too hard on her. It must have been something you did to her.
That's why in certain cases I think you need a license in order to be a parent. There's some things that...
Dude, I got roasted one time. It was in one of those... it was in one of those like youth government things that I used to do where you debate with people about shit.
Yeah.
And I actually brought up that there should be like some kind of test or some kind of like program that people should have to go through to prove that they are capable of
Being
having a
parent.
kid.
Yeah.
Dude, they compared me to Hitler, fucking everything else, dude. Yeah. And I was just like, now I get where they were coming from.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know that, like, human rights are the way that they are for a reason. And we've discussed this.
Yes.
You give the government a certain amount of power, and it's supposed to be used for here, and they inject that power over here and start doing
Yes.
something
They
completely different.
completely fuck everything up.
They will
do
use
that every time.
They will use a tool that's promised to be only for the good of everything.
Oh, it's just like the IRS. You know, the social security numbers were supposed to be, you know, for Social Security.
Yeah.
They weren't supposed to be used for something, say, like, your tax information
Yeah.
and stuff like that. But instead, the IRS just yoinked it and was like, okay, guess what? We're going to use this as our go-to whenever it comes to tax information.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, the IRS for the longest time advocated for like a nationwide ID card.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, that's a hot topic that a lot of people just don't want.
Right.
And I would say Social Security card would be good for an X amount of time, but once you get a driver's license, let that be the ID that the federal government uses to keep track of your stuff like that. Because you know, if you have a driver's license, you know, you're basically, you know, at the mercy of the government in terms of information because they got all your shit with that.
But there are.
But yeah.
But my point is, there are tons of people who should not be allowed to have kids at all, even
agree.
if they want to.
I agree.
Sorry, fuck no.
Well,
But
here's
that's
why,
kind of part of our holy purpose for existence.
Here's why, and this is the thing that I want to advocate for. You know, I know that all these women's centers being shut down because of the overturning of Roe v. Wade is a big thing. You know what? I think Planned Parenthood should make a comeback and offer free vasectomies.
Hell yeah, dude.
Do you know why? Because I guarantee you, not all men who are, you know, asshats, but most men out there, if you tell them, hey, you can have this little surgery, and then after a week of recovery, you can go back out there and do whatever you want, and guess what? There will be a 0% chance of you ever getting a girl pregnant. Guess what? Most guys who are just wanting to go through life banging, having fun, they'll do it. They'll go through that. No doubt. And that's the thing. That's what it should be. It should be something, and plus, a vasectomy is a much less invasive procedure than a full-on, like, abortion.
Oh, God, yeah.
It's a much less invasive procedure, and presents very little to zero risk to men. Now, I know that there are extreme circumstances where, like, 1 or maybe 1.5% of the procedures go wrong because of something that, you know, happens, but I think it is a more than worthy risk compared to what the other option is.
Dude, but neither side of the situation wants a real solution on any of this.
And that's the problem.
Yeah.
There are solutions, but these people are so caught up in just being like, I want to be the one that's right. Fuck everyone else. I'm the one who will be right. It's like, that's all it is. It's not about, like, whether or not... And here's the thing. I don't care if you take full credit for the solution. Just do something, man. Do something. Do something that will benefit the American people. That's it.
Boy, honestly, the worst part about every story like this is that the only person being punished is the tiny child. The little toddler. The small, little baby child. And it was Dad's fault.
Yes.
Dad,
You're an
almost
idiot.
Killed your 3-year-old.
Yeah, you almost killed your kid.
Your fault.
Your
Holy
fault.
Crap. All kids these days talk about is politics. We found this on our daughter's bedroom door this morning. January 6th affected kids just as much as it did adults, possibly more. Stay safe and hold your loved ones close. I'm not coming out until Donald Trump says sorry for January 6th. Wow.
Never forget.
Ooh, Jesus.
Never forget. And then it's the shaman dude.
Yeah.
It's a picture.
Yeah. I'm just sick of talking about January 6th. It's over. It's done.
Yeah, I feel bad for all the kids that had to witness all the shenanigans of 2020
Yeah. I mean,
and beyond. I couldn't imagine being a kid and seeing all the grown-ups act like complete fools in every regard over everything.
no, I couldn't either, but I'm sick of talking about it, dude. It's over. Let it be. Honestly, that was as much a threat to the American population as you know, the Women's March. In terms
Oh,
of my
dude,
opinion.
had that shit happened in any other country, it
Oh,
would have
yeah.
been over. They let that shit happen.
Yeah.
You can't tell me that there wasn't a halt. Nope, nobody do anything, and let's just see what they do. Because had there not been, bro, I have seen Rage Against the Machine concerts get shut down with the more crazy force than that. Mm-hmm. I mean, there have been punk shows and metal shows that have had an extreme amount of force used against them.
Yes.
And it's been bigger crowds than that.
Yes.
And yeah, dude, if they had wanted to,
They could've.
it would have been over fast. And we would have
Yeah.
all been like, there's a reason that they didn't.
Yeah.
Because it would have been, everybody would have been absolutely fucking terrified.
Yes.
Because it would have been stacks on stacks of these dumb motherfuckers laying there dead. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
That's the thing. The government can take care of the problem very
Oh,
easily.
my God.
And I was going to say, and if you think our government's bad about it, they're like, I would love to have seen a January 6th incident in a country, say, like Syria.
Huh, Canada.
Oh, yeah.
Are you kidding me? Anywhere. But the state that we were in when that shit happened, it would have been Drowning Pool's hit song.
Yes.
Let the bodies hit the floor. I'm telling you, go south of the border, go anywhere, dude. That shit couldn't have happened anywhere else without people getting wrecked.
Yes.
They let them motherfuckers through.
Yes.
This is rank, dude. This guy goes to Stanford. Did I leave the phone in your room? I put it in the drawer. No. How you texting me, though? Yes. Good night.
Wow. Dumbass.
The election was stolen. Watch the Twitter hearings going on right now in Washington. They admit that the presidential election of 2020 was rigged and stolen. What's going to be done about this? Nothing, because you're making that up again? Which addiction is yours? God, I just love Uber too much. I can't stop ordering Ubers to my house and having them drive me to the nearest bus stop, calling another Uber to go to the next one.
Oh,
I think you meant it to be Uber Eats.
yeah.
Now me, personally, I'm a little bit addicted to
Photoshop.
Photoshop.
It can
The
be.
Uvalde mom
It can be.
escaped police interference and even handcuffs to run into the school and save her children from a mass shooter.
Yes.
Says Texas law enforcement threatened her with a probation violation if she talked about her story to the media.
And here she is. I salute you. You tell your story. You tell your story about how you say you want to go and save your children.
There's so much I could say that I'm just not going to say. I'm just not gonna do it. Nope, can't make me. Oh man, I did the same thing. A girl asked if we could study together since I was doing pretty well in the class. We meet up and she insists we go find a quiet part of the library where it was just the two of us. Looking back, she pretty much just asked me questions about my life, laughed a lot at anything funny I said, and touched my arm and leg a few times. We never studied at all, and I remember leaving there thinking, no wonder she isn't doing too well in class. She isn't very good at studying.
Take a hint, my dude. Take a hint. Oh.
Yeah. Yep.
Pray for this man.
Pray for his
him.
testicles.
Pray for just... Look, here's the thing. I'm not one to make a judgment because this dude may be asexual. He may not be interested in shit like that. I've met people who are like that. But... God damn! Like that, like you gotta be blind as a bat to not see those signs, dude.
You? Can I sue my beekeeper neighbor? Every day I see my neighbor's bees flying around my garden, stealing the pollen or nectar
Oh,
from my
wow.
flowers.
Oh, wow.
Then the bees go
Wow,
back
you-
to my neighbor and creates honey. My neighbor then harvests the honey and sells it at Pepper Place Market for profit. All right? I've never received so much as a jar as compensation, and every day my neighbor's bees trespass and steal my flowers. I was stung once when I was a child, so I know how dangerous bees can be.
Have you been stung by your neighbor's bees? No? Okay, shut
Have you
the
been
fuck
stung
up.
by a honeybee?
Yeah, exactly.
The way I see it, this is
As
equivalent.
a matter of fact, you had a little infestation of honeybees, and they came and took care of it. They literally extracted the queen
Yep.
and took the
Took
hive somewhere else.
Yeah.
Because you need to protect honeybees.
Yeah, they're the real G's.
Equivalent to a person's dog coming into my yard to steal balls or tools. No, it's not.
No.
Do I have legal ground to sue? What
No.
type of things
No.
should I begin documenting in order to prepare for a legal battle? I know it doesn't say what country this is happening in, but you know it's the United States.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, this sounds like
Either
some
that,
suburb shit.
either that, or let's see. No, this is too well written. I'd say the UK.
God.
I'm sorry, I had to want something in there. But this is probably the States.
You absolutely know. When someone goes to this length to figure out a way to ruin someone else's life or steal money from them, you know it's in the U.S. The only thing I can say in this person's favor is, look, Mr. Beekeeper, why don't you give them some goddamn honey every now and then, dude?
Yeah, I
It's
mean
like
that is true.
Yeah, now that's what I would say. Be like, hey man, hey, your bees use my pollen in my garden, which I'm not against because hey, that's how bees make honey. But I'm just curious, man. Hey, can I get like a jar of honey from you or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, that wouldn't be too much of a thing to ask.
Right.
a neighbor that has a bunch of chickens going, we've got too many damn eggs. Let's start giving eggs to the neighbors if...
You see, my grandma did that. My grandma gave away all the extra eggs that she had to her neighbors. Like
They loved her, I'm sure.
yes, because free eggs. And she had so many chickens. She had so many Arcana chickens. The ones that laid the green eggs.
Mhm.
Dude, I love those eggs too because the eggs in it, the center, is like it's like almost like orange juice orange, and it is so good. Like best omelets I've ever had in my whole life.
they need some. But no. Keeping all that honey to yourself, dude? At least one jar because your neighbor's keeping kick-ass flowers that's helping out the production? Come on, dude. But yeah, this person's insane. A teacher battling cancer ran out of sick days, so school
Oh, I
employees
saw
showered
this.
him with theirs. What if? Hear me out. We didn't have a system that required a person battling cancer to rely on the generosity of their colleagues for sick days. No, that's stupid. The majority of...
You see, I think there needs to be a thing. For instance, my mom, when she was... I can speak of this because my mom was severely injured in a car accident.
Oh, yeah.
And missed more than half the year.
Oh, yeah.
She actually didn't come back until like I think it was about 3 or 4 weeks in on the next semester.
Yeah.
And dude, she didn't
Nearly died.
Yeah, she did. She nearly died in a car accident. She was in an upper torso cast for the better part of 4 months.
Insane.
And physical rehabilitation and everything like that to get her to where she could walk again. Dude, that took a lot.
Yeah.
And here's what I'll say: if that story is real, and that person did in fact run out of sick days, I think the school needs to make a change. Be like, hey, if someone has a debilitating illness like cancer, like AIDS, like something terrible like that, you need to do something about it. You need to something needs to be done about it, and they need as much time as they require.
Don't be a
to deal
fucking
with it.
turd.
Exactly.
Common sense
Hire
needs
a
to come into
substitute.
play, man. Common
Hire a
sense.
substitute and just let it, and let them battle what they need to.
Yeah.
No need to be an asshole.
Humankind live in the U.S. It's true, don't you know?
No.
Are you actually Russian? Yes. Wow. Do you
Duh.
have like a thick accent? Not really. I've been told... I'm not going to do it. I've been told I have an accent, but it's hard to identify. Do you currently live in Russia? Yes. Wow, that's pretty cool. Why are you surprised? Because most people around the world move to the U.S. No. Most people around the world live in their homelands. No, literally everybody moves to the United States. Don't you know it's the only country? I can't do this anymore. Real. You ever travel outside the country? Yeah, but mostly North America. No, not outside of the country. What? There's always Canada and Mexico. Those two countries are also part of North America. Maybe get an intern who knows what week versus month is. Yeah, maybe. But it is the Wall Street Journal. Who gives a crap?
Fuck the Wall Street Journal.
Train? This is incredible. China's testing its new autonomous electric train that does not need traditional tracks. It runs on a virtual track and can go everywhere. That's a bendy bus. That is true. That is very...
Yes! Yes! That's nothing special.
Very true. It's probably using some of that technology that Disney's trackless rides do. You know what I mean? How is this better than building tracks? Eventually, something bad's gonna happen, right?
Always.
If you smoke marinara, feel free to unfriend me.
The way I eat cheese sticks, man, it may be like I'm smoking marinara. Dude.
Yeah, no doubt.
I tear through them cheese sticks. Hey.
I only smoke mozzarella. I want some ranch right now. Does she not know what acting is? Keanu Reeves would totally crap himself if anyone actually tried to kill him, let alone thousands of evil hitmen.
Yeah! No doubt. I'm sure that anyone would shit themselves if they had to fight off thousands of evil henchmen. It's a movie. It's images up on a screen that are
Can
telling
we get a moment of
story.
silence for this bitch right here?
Hold on. Hats off. Here, let me take my headphones off. Yep, ladies and gentlemen, we have officially found one of the dumbest people on the internet.
He's just a makeup-wearing salesman. And what he's selling are lies. Violence isn't sexy, death isn't easy, and karma won't get you. Keanu, try selling truth. This is so far on the stupid side of things that it has to be fake. It has to be bait. Apparently billionaires are more
Hopefully
important
not.
than
I hope it
lessening
is fake,
homelessness.
but probably not.
Oh, absolutely. Hey, look, it's the Finland thing again. They should always be used as an example in this particular case. We need billionaires. We don't need homeless people. Man,
Good luck trying to be a billionaire over there. Motherfucker, you're never going to be a billionaire. You that posted that are never going to be a billionaire.
Nope.
Why? That's something that I've noticed here recently that really fucking just trips me out. Is they don't realize that, like, the people that are that wealthy, there's only like a handful of them.
Yeah.
It's not like there's hundreds of thousands of billionaires.
Yeah. Here's the thing. If I were to ever become a millionaire, maybe, hopefully one day, if, the cards are in my favor, then maybe I will, have the ability to be a millionaire, and that'll be good for me. That'll be enough for me.
Amazing.
Be able to provide
Amazing.
so much for my family and my friends around me. I don't need to be a billionaire. And here's the thing. I'm not saying that, there's a cap that need... For instance, there's a lot of people out there that say, we should take all of Elon Musk's money. It's just like, well, here's the problem with that. All of Elon Musk's wealth is in stocks. So, if you wanted to sell all of Elon's stocks...
And generational wealth is a thing. That shit didn't just come up in his lifetime. Like, it's money that's come from all over the place. It wasn't just Elon Musk was born the shining child akin to Jesus Christ, except for the money part.
And here's the thing I will say. His dad did own like a mining operation in South Africa, but he didn't want that, and he actually used where his mother's Canadian. He actually used Canada's their student visa thing that they had, and he basically couch surfed for a better part of 2 years.
Having that gigantic security blanket, knowing that you're fine, helps.
Yeah,
a lot.
But the truth is, all the wealth that Elon has, if you wanted to try and take it from him, guess what? If you tried to sell all of his stocks immediately, you'd probably get like a 40% dollars on the 40 cents on like a versus a dollar return on them, because that's the thing. Whenever you sell your stocks from a company, the company usually tanks because they look at the stockholders, see that, and they're just like, "Oh,
He's bailing.
he's bailing.
Yeah.
Something must be wrong with the company. Pull out all your money, and then next thing you know, your stocks are worth nothing, because that's how the stock game works."
Good luck trying to be a billionaire over there.
Fucking hell.
Good luck trying to be a billionaire in general, you fucking idiot.
Yeah. There are people out there who actually have like physical cash money, $1 billion at their discretion. Those people terrify me with what is possible for them.
I lay on the sarcasm so thick, I think surely people would have to understand my tone. But some people still don't, I swear to God. How anti-immigration policies are leading prisons to lease convicts as field laborers. This is called slavery. You lease property, not people. And when people are property, they're slaves. Remember, the 13th Amendment didn't completely abolish slavery. It kept it around so that prisoners could legally be slaves. They are slaves. That's what they did.
Prison industrial
Well, 6
complex.
men on the
They
I-4
say it, but
fighting,
that's true.
one with a chainsaw? I was driving home westbound a little before the Fairbanks exit at 6:18 p.m. and two guys who appeared to have gotten into a fender bender were off to the side. One with a chainsaw in hand, about to go at it with one another. I immediately called 911 and reported it to the police.
Ah,
Police
Florida.
cover.
There we
Florida
go.
man is in full force. Stay safe out there. Motherfucker pulled out a chainsaw.
Goddamn.
Dang
A
it.
feminist cafe that charged 18% more to men disappears due to lack of customers. Aimed at vegan lesbians. Created controversy for establishing a tax on men, charging them 18% more. You know, it's funny. They probably would have been doing just fine if they had never advertised the fact that they were doing this. But you know that was part of the gambit.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
No, you just don't even put it on the receipt. Just steal money. It's fine. It's totally fine. Don't worry about it.
Happens all the time.
Oh,
People don't look
God.
at their
In
receipts.
the 1970s,
Hell,
North
most people
Korea
throw it
ordered
away.
1,000 Volvo cars from Sweden as a response to its emerging economy. The cars were shipped and delivered, but North Korea just didn't bother paying and ignored the invoice. To this day, the bill remains unpaid, making it the largest car theft in history.
Wow.
You know, it reminds me of
Yeah.
a saying. I don't know where it came from. If I owe the bank $100,000, that's my problem. If I owe the bank $100 million, that's the bank's problem, right?
You shouldn't be quoting him. J. Paul Getty is one of the most ruthless, but like capitalistic asshats ever to exist. The man negotiated down the ransom on his, I think it was his grandson. He was just like, he hardballed the terrorists that stole that kidnapped his grandson.
The fuck?
Dude!
Say, North Korea did steal 1,000 cars. The fact that Sweden made them, shipped them, delivered them without taking any money, that's a Sweden problem.
Yes,
right?
it
Am I
was a
the only one
Sweden
that thinks
problem.
that? I'm not trying to give brownie points to North Korea for stealing 1,000 cars from another country, but dude, come on. You didn't take payment for production first? What? I'm sorry. They outplayed you so hard.
They did?
Yeah.
Man, is it that easy? Can I call up Volvo right now and then just get them to make me like 5 million cars? You
Hell,
think
they
that'll
gave
work?
me
Gonna
one,
try
so
this
maybe it
again.
is easy.
Maybe it is. And Volvo's run a long time too. My dad and my stepmom have one. It has 192,000 miles on it. Oh, and not
Hell
only
yeah.
that, but for around 3 years, the odometer didn't work. So it's probably got over 250,000 on it,
Yeah.
if I'm being honest.
Since people don't seem to understand. Told my grandma to get me a burrito from Chipotle, and she makes/gives me this. It is literally not what I asked for, hence it's mildly infuriating. So this person's mad that grandma made homemade food instead of junk food. I'm sorry, but that looks awesome.
That's awesome.
Your grandma's awesome.
Yes.
And you're a whiny little bitch.
Yes.
Thank you all again for the calls about the lights in the sky. It appears as though Jupiter and Venus are visible the next 2 nights in the western sky and are very close together. This ain't the Middle Ages anymore,
That's a
guys.
solstice.
You don't have
Yeah,
to
I
assume
remember
that a
that.
meteor shower is the end of the world, and you... Never mind. Never mind. I'm just gonna let dumb
Let it go.
dogs be dumb.
Let it
That
go.
is not a saying. Where the hell did that come from?
Damn.
Yay!
It's over. We don't have to sit through any more of the face-palmable memes and shit like that.
God.
Mercy. What in the hell?
Garbage.
Garbage! Jesus.
I'm over it. I'm over the internet.
I am too.
You guys have done me in.
Yes, congratulations. You
Way to go.
officially murdered any sensibility of like good thoughts and like well wishes in my mind.
Why'd you do it? Did you have to do it? You didn't have to do it, but you did it.
It was, and I was going to say, I can just see it now. The arbiter of the internet just appears out of nowhere. It's like, it was necessary to murder your sense of whimsy and your sense of goodwill. Yeah. Insert best cry with the.
Yeah. That's how I feel. That's in my heart.
Oh,
right now.
Jesus Christ. Oh, God. So, yeah. Facepalm. Very worthy of facepalms. Just bow.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit. So, anyway, I don't know what else to say other than you're drunk, internet. Go home.
Please.
Yes. So, until next time, signing off, I'm Nate.
I'm Chad.
Be good, people. Peace.